So hello everyone and welcome back to Sports Today. If you're a Brazil fan, now would be a very good time to maybe cover your eyes and be just a little bit apprehensive as to what may just happen in the future because there's been a double injury blow to the Brazil side. Brazil have now lost two players from the remainder of the World Cup. And unfortunately, you remember that Brazil, despite coming into the tournament as being one of the favorite sides, if not the outright favorite, to actually go the distance, have, for better or worse, been afflicted by an injury bug that has really, put some of their good plans actually out of commission. And now they have two players who have now been ruled out of the World Cup. The two players are, of course, Gabriel Jesus and Alex Telles. Now, both of these players getting ruled out normally in normal circumstances, you would say is that big of a blow because neither of them were first choice in the playing 11 coming into the tournament. Although Brazil's strong squad depth was one of the key reasons why most people thought that they would be one of the favorites going into this particular tournament. However, they've now actually lost some of that squad depth thanks in no small part to these two major injuries. The CBF, Brazil's football governing body, had actually put out a statement, and I'll just quickly read out the statement for you guys. It says players Alex Telles and Gabriel Jesus they underwent tests on Saturday morning, accompanied by the Brazil team doctor Rodrigo Lasmar, and an MRI on their right knees confirmed the extent of the injury and the impossibility of recovery time in time to participate in the FIFA World Cup Qatar 2022. So that is the official statement. They've been officially ruled out of the tournament. There's no way they will be able to be fit. Gabriel Jesus, on the other hand, is much worse for him because he's not only going to be able to recover in time for the World Cup, he's been ruled out for pretty much the rest of December, which is somewhat problematic considering, it's a bit of a problem considering club football will be resuming after the World Cup. And don't forget, he was a first choice for his team Arsenal, who of course are currently sitting top of the Premier League table. He may or may not be available for them for a little while thereafter. But as Anish is pointing out in the comments, they're saying that's not much of a blow to Brazil as they were not in the 11. With Jesus, you may be right, but don't forget, even their forwards, they've had Neymar pick up an injury, and who knows how fit he'll be come the knockouts, because I do think that they were underplaying or downplaying the significance of the injury he suffered. I remember seeing that picture of his foot which he posted. Wasn't a pretty sight. As for the Alex Telles reason why it's such a problem for them, it's because going into the tournament, or rather before going into the tournament, once the tournament started, they actually had two major injuries to their first choice left backs. Now, Danilo, who was of course their first choice left back, ended up getting injured. Alexandro also ended up getting injured. So that means that as things stand, Brazil could potentially be playing a makeshift left back unless one of Danilo, Alexandro are ruled fit just in time for the match against South Korea. So if they are actually without, they could very well be without a first choice left back, and that's despite the fact that they actually had three of them in the squad. So a bit cruel on Brazil, but that's the way the cookies crumble. As to what their options are, well, they could potentially be pushing either Marquinhos or Eder Militao into that position. Unnatural position for both of them, considering neither of them are actually, left-footed. But I think they'll have to do that because they really won't have a choice unless one of either Sandro or Danilo is fit. So it is looking a little bit tricky for Brazil when it comes to the composition of their 11, but whether or not they can overcome that and actually make it into the quarterfinals, because remember, they'll be taking on a South Korea side high on confidence in the last 16. Well, that remains to be seen how that goes, but for now, we'll have to wait and watch. Don't forget, the round of 16 starts today, and of course, we at Sports Today will be bringing you all of the coverage from it. But if you want to stay tuned with us and get all the best news updates as and when it happens, you're going to have to subscribe to Sports Today and tap that bell icon so that you know when it is everything is happening as and when it does. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like it, share it with your friends, leave us a comment, and of course subscribe, tap the bell icon. Also go ahead and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Last but not least, download the SportsTech app. You'll get all of the FIFA World Cup highlights on there, whether in English or Hindi, whether it be goal by goal highlights or full match highlights. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, download the app and check out all of the important FIFA World Cup related happenings, plus news in text form too, because our app guys are working hard to give you all of the updates. Thank you all for joining us. I hope to see you with us through the night. Bye bye for now.